What's up, guys? I'm in Fayetteville, Arkansas today with my good friend Weston, and this is his tiny home, and we're gonna break down, is it worth it buying a tiny home and converting it into a short-term rental, and we're also gonna be comparing it to my best performing one that's in Chandler, Arizona. I almost forgot where it was. So here we are. You want to explain a little bit about this tiny home, square footage and everything, and break down the numbers on what you purchased it for and all that kind of stuff, and then what you project the revenue is going to be over the year?
Yeah, so this is my tiny house. It's in Fayetteville, Arkansas. This is the main house, as you can see, and this will be the guest house. There's 400 square foot of living here with a loft upstairs. It's probably 65 square feet.
Yeah, that's probably 450 for this mini house right
450.
here. Yeah.
And then you have a 8x20 that we're going to convert into a living plus game room. So that puts it at another 160 square feet.
And what is this? A huge amplifier?
That is a real working amplifier because there's a famous musician that used to own this and built it for Tiny Home Nation, the TV show.
It has like 6 million views on YouTube, right?
6 million views on YouTube. So it's a very, very creative, custom home that's one of the most desirable tiny houses in the United States.
Check out this. This is the cool part. This is literally a trailer too. So from my understanding, when this was appraised, they only were able to appraise the actual mini house, and this is just additional like added square feet, which we'll show you guys is really cool because additional 160 square feet as a short-term rental, being able to add an actual bed in there can up your guest count by 2, which will help tremendously on your numbers.
So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
How much did you purchase it for?
Paid $260,000. I negotiated fully furnished into the deal. I've added a washer and dryer, and I'll probably put another $15,000 into it with a barrel sauna and some other things.
15, so
275 all in on this.
Yeah.
And then based on numbers, obviously it's not an Airbnb quite yet. We stayed here for the first time, kind of running through it, testing through it, and it's been incredible. What are the kind of projections for it on the yearly basis, and why would it be so high, or the differences?
So you're selling an experience. I have a house down the street that is just basically for capacity, or just occupancy.
Yeah.
And this is just such a creative vibe, as y'all know. You have a glass rolled up garage door. I mean, Ish is sitting in the living room, and if you look this way, every morning there's literally deer. Y'all have seen them.
Yeah.
There's deer in the morning and the evening, and it is extremely pretty. You've got this custom tiny home that has all kinds of press on it. Yeah, I mean, it's just such a different feeling. So when I compared it for comparables, I kind of went to the treehouse category, and there are a few in Fayetteville doing $95,000, $75,000. There's one doing like $115,000. So I'm shooting kind of lower, but it's so unique. I do think it will draw in people to pay a little more per night than the normal setting.
Yeah, I mean, a big thing is it's right next to the university here too. It's like how far away? Like a mile.
1 mile.
We ran there yesterday, so that's kind of your big point here on you're gonna sell it to a lot of game day people that are paying
$1,300 a night this weekend for an LSU game versus Arkansas, and that sleeps. I think I only have it sleeping 6. Technically, you could sleep 6 here. It would be tight, but you also get the experience. So let's just say $800 a night.
Yeah, and comparing that, like right away, if you go to my house in Chandler, Arizona, I don't have any big incentives or reasons like that where I don't get $1,300 a night on random weekends because I'm not right next to a university. So you have a lot of big weekends. I have more of a steadier occupancy throughout the whole year, which we'll compare to a little bit later.
Yes.
But yeah, that's a huge thing. So you said what, $60,000 to $65,000 a year you think this is going to produce?
Definitely, yeah.
Which, if we do the math right now, what was it, like 24% if we're doing cash on cash return from a revenue to purchase point standpoint?
And you said the average daily rate on this is expected to be about $210, right? So you are shooting low. The overall projections for the tree houses are like $90,000 plus, or $90,000 a year.
367 average.
So, okay, and this one, $210, $65,000 a year, which $65,000 with the $270,000 or $275,000 all in, I think is like 24 to 27% cash on cash.
Yep.
It's pretty
That's
good.
gross. Yeah. What is your best producing cash on cash?
So mine's the Chandler, Arizona property. I do $84,000 a year, which is a little bit higher in revenue, but my purchase price was a lot higher. I bought my house for $360-ish. I put quite a bit into it with the down payment and then with the renovation. So I'm in about $475,000 which generates 84,000 divided by 475. We're looking at about 17 to 18% cash on cash return. Now, we don't want to break down expenses and everything. We're just doing it on a revenue standpoint because of mortgages, our electric payment is just a whole different category. But that just goes to show that you can find, especially for short-term rentals like this, you can find really good niches that will really
unique experiences. That's really what it is.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, at the end of the day, like if you try to convert this into a long-term, you'd still cash flow, but this is strictly for like an experience standpoint, and you can make a lot of money and a lot of cash flow doing that. So, such a unique experience. I mean, just comparing the two my Arizona property to this one is just, there's a lot of pros and cons to them, and it's just incredible to see kind of different markets like this.
Definitely. It should be maybe like lower maintenance costs, and it's gonna be exciting to follow up maybe in 6 months to see what it's actually producing.
Yeah. Well, that's it. So, I mean, I appreciate it. We got B-roll shots for you guys as well throughout the entire video, so you guys can actually see the inside of it. I appreciate you guys watching. You guys can follow us. Everything will be down below for all of our Instagrams involved in this whole transaction and just being here and all of our friends and stuff. So, yeah, I'll see you guys soon, and thank you for watching.